Number 5 of this modern league. We lost to Dara versus Strondons on Tron. Hand is mostly good. So we'll get into it. I do like seeing the second totem armor effect. We have like Path for Wormcoil and etc. Okay, not too shabby. Eldrazi-tron. Alright, do they have that Chalice on 1? Chalice on 1 would be a wrecking ball here. Eldrazi spell. Matter Reshape it? Better than Thought-Knot Seer. We'll take it. We hit land. Okay, perfect. Fortunately, we can give our opponent Matter Reshape a trigger. Let's just give him the trigger. If he gets something nice, he gets something nice. I could path it and stop the trigger altogether. But, like, really, it's not going to be mana efficient. Ramping them up to 5 mana of next turn. Yeah, 5 mana next turn. Let's just ignore it for now. I like that. Apologies, I'm a little bit late and yeah, eating my dinner. Probably not the most appropriate time. So apologies if it takes away from the experience. Would they reveal Reality Smasher? Daybreak attack here is fine. Like, getting double Daybreak down is probably going to be pretty important against Chalice of the Void. So them getting these triggers, a little bit whatever. Alright, second Thought-Knot Seer. So that's probably going to take our Daybreak, our second Daybreak. But we'll just take that one on the chin like a champ, right? Natural Blast then. Why not? Alright, so we are attacking in. Blast Zone will be getting cracked. Be getting in for 1 juicy point of damage. Really unfortunate they didn't like have to map into it or something. Because then we could have got double Daybreak down and they would have held each other on. As it is, I think we just Hyena, Umbra, Daybreak Coronet, pass. Just protect it from that Thought-Knot Seer, right? They did, like, strip themselves of land, essentially. Okay, they just have Tron as well. Great. Gonna be pretty hard to beat. So they're on, like, 9 Eldrazi mana, essentially. So, like, we can't beat All Is Dust. We can't beat Khan the Great Creator. Him playing Eldrazi creatures is fine. They know about the Rancor in hand, so they probably want to remove it from the hand here. This still gives them access to 5 mana for a Reality Smasher. It's like, it's as fine as it can be. They either take Path or Rancor, probably Rancor. And then either we draw well and they run out of gas or they don't. Alright, so they take Rancor. Ours is like a slow decision. Do you have the Chalice on 2? No. You have a Reshaper. Sure. I don't know why they're protecting the Reshaper in this manner. Doesn't really make a ton of sense to me. Alright, we'll start by cycling Canopy. That's okay. So, like, if we want to path the Reality Smasher, counter it unless we discard a card. So, I think we pay 2 here. We play the Hyena Umbra, which they know about. We attack for 6. They block with the Reshaper. They get another free card. This is the 3rd Reshaper, by the way, with Natural Blast Zone and Natural Trom. I'm just going to put that one out there. Alright, so what are they revealing? Temple. Temple to the battlefield. Not bad. Pretty good. Alright, so now if we want to path Reality Smasher, we discard the Sentinel's Eyes. We can recast it for free, essentially. We might want to path Thought-Knots here because we draw a card, though. We'll see. Another Thought-Knots here. Alright. Getting a bit ridiculous. Let's path the first one. They can take the best card and hopefully we're left with the other one. Still, like, I'm happy to see these big dumb creatures as opposed to Planeswalkers or All Is Dust. Goodbye, Ethereal Armor. If our opponent didn't take Rancor, this game would be close to over. Not quite. Because they took Rancor with a Thought-Knots here trigger, right? But also, like, Eldrazi Tron runs 2 Blast Zones in the deck. So I feel like we have to respect the fact they might naturally have this second Blast Zone in hand or be able to get it into hand easily. We can't just avoid, like, we can't just play into getting completely blown out. I don't know, maybe you decide you want to risk it, but I didn't really want to risk it here. Cool. How do you, like, even need to think about casting All Is Dust? It's just fucking broken. Like, so, Natural Trom, Natural Blast Zone, Natural All Is Dust. Alright, we're not winning that one. In case you can't tell, a little bit salty about, like, how he just had all his amazing cards for free. So, like, I normally take out Path to Exile in these matchups, because usually our creature is bigger on the board and it's pretty redundant. Gristbane's good, because you can cast it through Chalice, but at the same time, by cast it through Chalice, I mean force it into the graveyard and then recast it. Same time, we're on the play, so we're going to be able to get down these auras to enable the Daybreak anyway, so Chalice on 1 isn't an issue this game. I still think maybe we trim 1, it should be okay. We can probably, like, trim a Sentinel's Eyes or a land as well, so I'm going to take out Sentinel's Eyes in this spot. Should be fine. Alright, yes, I would like to play first. That, like, on the play as well, we pretty much just automatically win if we win the die roll as well. Literally all the stars align for our opponent. So this is mostly good. We don't have Totem Armor for against Blast Zone, which our opponent has plenty of. But I'll take it as a start. No Gemstone Mines for my opponent cheating on land either, so we don't have to worry about Chalice on 1. Even if they Chalice on 1, we still have Spirit Mantle and Daybreak, so that's reasonable. Temple into map. Yep, always had it. On the 7 as well. Not bad. Alright, in for 5. Like, Still pretty good spot. Feel like double temples and has Thought Knots here. Okay, he has Ghost Quarter, so we're fine. Mind Stone, we're like double fine. Wow, we just get to do whatever we want at the moment. Alright, let's Daybreak. It's more damage. And my opponent can't like Blast Zone active next turn, but he can Thought Knots here next turn. So I really like having the damage here. Hey, Evac Sensei. I'm good, man. How are you? How's your day been so far? Whereabouts in the world are you from, my friend? Any chance you're in... Okay, no, man. I'm good. I'm all good. Have a good one, dude. Alright, opponent with the Eldrazi Temple. Into Thought Knots there. Well, we'll let that happen. He has to block the attack. We'll trample 4. And that'll put him down to 3. We'll get to draw a card as well. So, like, this spot's fine. And if we top deck something like Evasion or Ethereal Armor, we just win. Alright, so we'll just go to attacks. These wonderful draws. Amazing. Alright, so we get the trade. Fingers crossed that there is no Blast Zone. I think like we cycle Canopy here just in case we hit something good. Damping Sphere. Shit, man. That would have been really good off a natural draw instead of like the third freaking Bogle. Fourth Bogle. Kyle R. Any wish list cards from Modern Horizons 2 I'm waiting for? Also love the dedication to Bogles. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. Look, like, it's pretty simple. We need, like... It would be really good if we had Cartouche of Solidarity with Totem Armor, so we can just straight swap, like, a Cartouche of Solidarity for Hyena Umbra, but still keep the Totem Armor, because we just cannot do without Totem Armor. Other than that, as I always say, something with like Pithing Needle or Pithing Needle Totem Armor would be like really, really nice. Because that's just something we don't have access to and it would be really nice. Alright. EC Thomas, thank you for the Prime subscription, my friend. Much appreciated. And thank you for the follow as well. We'll run the same list back. It's possible we remove a land for a Sentinel's Eyes. Might just leave it as it is, though. Sure. Any cards you're looking for, Carl? Any ideas on what could be good, what we're missing right now? Yeah, so we just, like, keep this hand. Gadok is, like, very strong in the matchup. I just adjust my font size however I do that. Alright, there it is. Just like go down to maybe 28 and save it. So on one map, you got it, opponent. Alright, so... Oh, cool, we draw the Bogle. Alright, we'll take that. Slam him down. So like, we can resolve Griftspoon through a Chalice of the Void here if my opponent's play is Chalice of the Void. They have got access to Tron mana here, which is unfortunate for us. We'll see what they do. Chalice on 1. Alright, there it is. Do they have, like, the natural Tron? What did they keep? They kept 7. Okay. They have, like, natural Tron plus Chalice and map. That would be pretty OP. So I resolve the Gadok there because it really stops those annoying cards, like All's Dust and Khan the Great Creator, which are very hard to deal with. I've got a 1-of copy of it in my list as well, so it's not like I can draw another copy of it or anything. You'd like more Totem Armor. So you love the idea of another Spirit Mancer effect somehow. Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, if you're playing blue, you have the likes of cartouche of... Sorry, of... Can't even remember the name of the cards now. Just a quarter of a second. Curious Obsession and Staggering Insight. But the problem with them is you can only draw one a turn as opposed to multiples. So he just mapped. What did he get with the map? He got the tower and then he played the tower and that's all it. Okay. Let's go ahead and crack this one. Getting basic planes here should be fine. We have a choice between getting a free Griff Spoon or Sentinel's Eyes. I like the Griff Spoon here because we can just resolve it through Chalice triggers and help churn through our deck that way. So let's ensure that we have our Sentinel's Eyes protected here. Attack for 3. No creatures on the board for our opponent yet, so that'll do. At least he didn't have Natural Tron, that's really good. Or like Spirit Dancer that's less fragile, maybe something that gives Spirit Dancer hexproof. Another really cool effect, whether or not it's in like colorless blue or green, is if we had like a Mausoleum Wanderer on an aura, so we could like sack it to counter a spell or an ability. I think that would be like a really sweet piece of tech that allows for you to, like, it would require you to play well, right? This Walking Ballista on a million? Fuck's sake, man. Opponent has everything. Jesus. Alright, so we're losing, like, both our guys here. Nice knowing you, team. Unfortunate. Oh, okay. Hell yeah. That is a draw. That is a draw. So they go down to 4 mana. Screw you, Trom. We can go ahead and get this one out of our hand. So, oh, this costs extra to cast. All right, so I shouldn't have taken 1 extra damage here. Hopefully it doesn't cost us. I need to cast the Griffspoon before the Gadok Teague there. We're going to attack with Gadok Teague because he's probably going to pop it and just kill the Gadok Teague anyway. Might as well get in for 2 damage. Ballista for 8. Ballista, yeah, for 8. Coming in with 4 counters. So dumb. So OP. Fortunately, we can get Griffspoon back from our graveyard, start attacking in the air. Maybe we top deck a Daybreak Coroner and we can go from there. But Rancor's pretty much dead unless we draw Force Negation, cycle 1. What on earth has he got now? Just a fat Eldrazi? Yeah, sure. I gotta say, when I normally like face a matchup like this, normally they don't high roll this hard. This feels like a pretty massive high roll. Alright, amazing. Alright, well, let's go for him not having any haste creatures and the fact he's going to kill Gadok Teague. And we need to top deck Daybreak Coronet. At least it's not the Heliod Ballista combo deck, yeah. I mean, that like still is a lot of free wins. At least they don't have Simian Spirit Guide to cheat on Chalice anymore. Like, I'm actually... There's not many advocates for Simian Spirit Guide being banned in Modern, but I'm probably one of the few because the only decks we verse that run it are ones that are running it because it's like really important to cheat on the mana and it hurts their opponent really bad when they do. So like red prison decks and whatever else. Upping the Walking Ballista. Alright, well. Gadok Teague, not long for this world. Opponent still has access to 6 mana, 3 cards in hand. Oh, he's just going for damage. Okay, cool. So we would have had like 2 draws to maybe get there. I don't think I could have played that one any differently. what were our next 2 draws? So land and not Daybreak. So alright, so we would have like just lost anyway. Opponent really had the nuts, so bring this one over here. We go 3-2. That's not too bad. Any decks people feel like watching me play, by the way, while I go into like a recap on the deck and on the league? Just let me know and I'll give you a heads up. So alright, we'll switch the screen over here. So I really like my main deck. Maybe we're like 1 Core Spirit down to light, but I'm not really sure where I can cut aura-wise and still have everything. Like, I really like the auras I have and the numbers I have of them. I don't think I'd change a single aura. The flex slots are Path to Exile, maybe 1 land, and the Spirit Dancers. That's it. That's why I'm so greedy here. It's a very greedy list that I'm running at the moment. Sideboard wise, let's get rid of that one for now. Yeah, that one for now. Sideboard wise, it's hard for you guys to see it with how it is. Alright, so sideboard wise, I mean, like, we decided to shift away from having like Rest in Peace. And I think there was another card in here that we had Lurrus in here for a while. But to make a medical, to bring in the Torpor Orbs, the Suppression Fields for maybe like human decks and Prowess decks with the Tamping Sphere jumping in popularity, I think it's got a little bit so-so. Like Graveyard decks are still mostly around, but mostly I'm seeing Control, not Dredge. So Kyle you used to play Prison but definitely missed the Monkey. Yeah, the Monkey was a big loss for Prison. But you think it being gone from Modern ultimately is for the best for the health of the format? Yeah, well, as like a Bogles player, the decks that normally play that are decks that cheat out of Blood Moon on turn 2, potentially turn 1. You had the Charbelcher deck that was cheating out this pretty uninteractive, unfun win condition. You had Gristle Shoal, which I think was one of the more fair decks that were using it as well. Red Presence, like fair, it's just bad for Bogles. And like the Charbelcher thing, the Neoform Gristlebrand thing as well. And other than that, it's like the Restore Balance deck. And I don't think Restore Balance is really healthy for Modern, in my opinion. I'm happy to see that deck take a big hit. Yeah, so that's it for that video. Alright, so we're going to stop recording that video. You know what? I'm going to play a blue version of the deck. Where's my list for it? It's probably Bogles, Azuras. There it is. Okay. So that's the list. I'm going to just quickly rent some Force of Negations. So apologies for that. As well. Super organized. This is what happens when I go on a whim. So Kyle R again, do you find that Skyclave is good in the sideboard? Skyclave Apparition, good in a Bogle sideboard? Or what sideboard are you talking about? So we want Force of Negation, no Postmortem Lunge needed. I think Teferi, Time Raveler as like maybe a 2 of, and I also think Brazen Borrower. These are the blue cards we care about. Anything else I'm missing from the list? No, oh, Flusterstorm. Flusterstorm could be good. Alright, so... Oh, Bogles? Yeah. Just curious if 3 is too steep. I think 3 is too steep. Especially when we have access to, like, Path to Exile anyway. Why do we need a Skyclave Apparition body? The decks that do really well with Skyclave Apparition are like Hate Bear decks that can either protect it or like bounce it and flicker it and return it to the battlefield. Got Urian, you've got Flicker Wisp that can do that, or Eldrazi Displacer as well. Or just like in spirits as well. Because it's a spirit and it gets the buff. I guess it sees play a little bit in humans maybe as well. But yeah. I don't think that I'd run it in Bogles. Alright, so deck wise. Alright, what's going on everyone? Foul play here, back again. We're going to play some Bant coloured Bogles today. I might actually like do what I've been doing and trim on an Invisible Stalker here. Trim on a Core Spirit Dancer here to maybe up the Force Negations by 1. I think it should be okay. Actually, we can maybe remove a Path as well, and I reckon we go up to 4 Arcane Flights. This should be giving us a pretty good matchup against everything that isn't Hate Bears. Hate Bears might be a little bit challenging for us still. The thing is still loading through. So as far as the... Okay, so... What about the 2-mana Tell the Truth instant? I can't say that I know what that is. Let me just quickly check. Card Tell the Truth. Alright, so it's a sorcery. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of these cards into the hand. Rest on the bottom in any order. This spell was cast from anywhere other than your hand. Put those cards into all the cards into your hand instead. Yeah, no, that's way too slow for Bogles. Like, if you're using it to look for a creature, you're stuffed. If you're using it to look for an aura, you're probably better off just playing... what's the card called? Open the Armory, which is white and generic tutor and aura to your hand. So sideboard-wise, we've got Luris here. We've got the Leyline of Sanctities. Suppression Fields. I'm going to remove the Rest in Peace. I'm going to bring in... I reckon we can go a little bit of Drawn Hate. So let's go, like, 2 Damping Spheres. Let's go 2 Torpor Orbs. So, like, downsides to this deck is it's a little bit slower, having the extra Hexproof creature in it being 2 mana. Why is this not going through with the rental? Why is it taking so long? Still on 57. Like, useful services are useful. So yeah. Downsides of that. Upside is like Invisible Stalker is actually very good in the Hate Bear matchup, fortunately for us. Sorry. Test the Talents. Okay. Pardon me. Explanation. So, instant, blue and 1, counter target instant or sorcery spell, search its controller's hand, graveyard, and library for any number of cards, the same name. Yeah, that seems fine. I didn't know that card existed. What set is it from? Cool, we get our trade finally. Awesome. Get rid of that. Bring in these guys. Alright, you know what that means? That means we can jump into a league. Confirm that, and... I think I had to minus... No, I did minus the card from the sideboard. Oh, we're 1 card light in the deck, actually. 1 more Force of Negation, that's what I was going to do. Cool. Update with versions in the collection. Whatever's going on here, cool. Alright, Bogles, Zeros, we've got it selected. We can jump in. I haven't played this deck in a while, actually. This should be good fun. Force of Negation can actually be pretty strong for us against the Prowess matchup if we just counter their Manamorphos and delay their Stormwing Entity that way. Pretty happy. Update screen as well here. It's from Strixhaven. Okay, so it's a new card then. I've mucked around with Tail's End in the deck, with Trick Bind and Surgical Extraction as well. Like back when Uro was big, I played a lot of blue in my Bogles. just because you sort of had to. You couldn't really win the matchup with green-white. But with blue, with access to Force of Negation, with access to an unblockable creature as well was pretty nice. I actually ended up with a positive win rate against Uro when that was running around doing its craziest stuff. The harder version for the matchup was the version that ran like green-black, right? So like Sultai Uro, because they ran Abrupt Decays, Assassin's Trophies, that interact with our auras, and then our Daybreaks would fall off, and, you know, we don't really like our Daybreaks falling off very much. So another card I'd really like to see in Modern Horizons 2 is a blue-white Horizon land. It'd really make the blue version of this deck like a lot stronger. It'd be like Horizon Canopy with like perfect mana fixing. You could have almost an identical land base to the green-white version, and your only downside is Invisible Stalker. Upsides of Curious Obsession, Staggering Insight, and Force of Negation. Like, it's pretty huge. So, I'm actually of the opinion that I'd really like to see the other lands get a Horizon land. How about these spoilers that are coming up about, like, some legacy cards getting printed into Modern? Has there been any verification on that either way? You'd love for them to finish the Horizon cycle? Yeah. I mean, initially when they did the Horizon cycle, I felt a bit butthurt because I thought, like, green-white got Horizon Canopy, black got Urborg, there were other lands that got other things, like Groves of the Burn Willows were a unique land, and it felt like they were taking away a land from my tribe. But, like, ultimately, it's for the best in Modern if, like, there's less variance and people can do what they need to. Alright, so here we lost the die roll. Opponent's mulled to 6. We got a Core Spirit Dancer hand with 1 land. I'm gonna mull. Alright, we're still mulling. I'm unsure on that. You know there's been lakes, but you try to stay away from them. Oh, that's fair. Alright, we'll keep this one. Bottom... I think we're bottom double Stalker. No, we're bottom 1 Stalker, and we're bottom the Path. It's better if our opponent has a discard. Bring that thing back. Alright, so we brick on land drop so far. Pass to the opponent. Hopefully we hit it next turn and can curve into our Stalker. Problem is they're going to have mana leak up. Like, a really nice thing that they could print is like a 1 mana blue hexproof creature, and then I'll probably just play blue white Bogles 90% of the time. I'd actually really love to see a blue hexproof creature. Alright, so what do we say? Definitely feels like Burn benefited the most from the High Horizon lands. Well, I mean, it did. Alright, we'll miss a land drop here, which sucks. Looks like we might be versing like some sort of Scapeshift deck. Tarfire? Okay, I'm like confused now. Sarin Visions can resolve, that's fine. And like, I mean, Prowess benefited, but they can't run too many Horizon lands because it does actually hurt them in a way. Like, they do need to be able to sacrifice mountains. Alright, we hit land, turn late, but we'll take it. Stalker, we'll see if they counter or not. If they counter it, we can play another one next turn. That resolves? Okay, cool. Still definitely feels like a Scapeshift deck. Tarfire seems interesting to me. We'll see if they're running any Tarmogoyfs or not. Thought Scout targeting themselves. Hooting Mandrills in the graveyard. So this is like Teamer. So this is a Teamer deck with probably Tarmogoyfs, Hooting Mandrills, maybe Delvers, and then a Control Shell. That's fine by me. Like, Burn didn't just get that. They also got Skewer the Critics. They also got... What's the darn card called? Skewer the Critics. The one that exiles 2 cards for them. Alright. So we resolve Staggering Insight here. I like playing it into 1 mana rather than 2. Stubborn Denial? Fuck, man. It's a good hit. I can't remember what it's called. I always like talk about it when I'm versing Prowess. Because they always attack with their 1 mana creature on turn 2, not going for damage, but to set it up and to exile 2 cards deeper. Light up the stage, that's the one. Thank you, Carl. Alright, so we take a pretty big hit here. We lose our Staggering Insight, which sucks. They had a random Stubborn Denial, which got us. Let's lead on Hyena Umbra here. We can still like put a pretty decent clock on our opponent. Mana Leak, sure. 2 cards left in their hand. So Ethereal Armor. Alright, so in for 2. So like, so we A, missed a land drop, and B, we're on the draw. I really feel like if we're on the play in this matchup, we probably would have just won. But now we have to scrap for it, maybe draw well as well. We can like block Hooting Mandrills, but it has Trample, so we're going to take some extra damage. Wow, Stormwing Entity 2? Crazy. I'm not sure what brew this is that my opponent has, but it seems like fun. Whatever. Let's go ahead and block that 8. Block a damage. Maybe it's relevant. I don't know. Daybreak? Not Daybreak. Not bad. Not amazing either. Maybe if we like hit Path to Exile, we survive. So we do get a draw off the Curious Obsession here. Like, all of this way earlier would be much better for us. Alright, we pass. We probably counter any spell they play, really. They attack for 7. Oh, we're just dead on attack for 7. Cool. Yeah, our deck works suboptimally. With like a Slippery Bogle, that hand is way better as well, because at least you get it out of turn 1 creature. Turn 2 and 3, you can play like... Oh, sorry, turn 2 you can play 1 aura. Turn 3 you can play a 2-mana aura or 2 1-mana auras. Like, just isn't what we want in the matchup. Flusterstorm should be good here. Teferi's good. Maybe a little weak. Suppression Field's okay, but probably overboarding. I think Path is fine. Force of Negation can probably be trimmed if we're bringing in these Flusterstorms. And, I don't know, we could probably trim an Arcane Flight as well. So, submit that, get back into it. So, like, this is, like, a lot of fun running blue and drawing cards when it goes well. When you get the inconsistencies, like having the 2-mana creature, missing your land drops, it just sucks. Mulligan. Only creature is Spirit Dancer. Like, this also really sucks. We have, like, really good auras here. No Lurus. Should have got Luris as a companion. No, I do have Luris as a companion. Did I not select it, or did I? No, I bought it into Fairy. Okay. Just can't risk it, I don't think. Cool, this looks better. Keep. We'll ditch Path and Flusterstorm. Flusterstorm would be good to, like, protect what we're doing. At the same time, we're not guaranteed a second or even a third land drop to do that. Can try and keep them honest the old-fashioned way. Fucking double Invisible Stalker games as well. No Hexproof guy for us. No Slippery Bogle. Should probably just be playing Bant. Jesus. This game one variant, I tell ya. Opponent, what did he do? He kept 7. Okay. Why is priority on... Oh, my opponent's got to stop on my upkeep. That's what's going on. Rip. Land pass. Alright, so like fingers crossed no mystical dispute here. I'll probably just scoop it up if they do it. Land, sure. It was actually 2.5% in the metagame. I might actually play Mill after this. I'm actually pretty keen on it. What's the tickets? Yeah, we can rent that. That's sweet. Okay, cool. Opponent with the end of turn Thought Scour. So we'll go ahead and take that into Tarmogoyf. Yep. Playing Island last turn was wrong, actually. If we draw white mana here, we can't, like, Hyena Umbra plus Daybreak. We draw the Spirit Dancer, so it doesn't matter. No Spell Snare one time. Yeah, just one time. I mean, they can board in Mystical Disputes super freely against us. I think I actually like putting this Hyena Umbra on core Spirit Dancer, but it's bad if they, like, Vapor Snag it. Have, like, a Vapor Snag or Brazen Borrower effect, which they might. Alright, I feel like we probably lose the game more in that situation than we win it. Let's just take our 1 free card draw. Attack for 2, look to resolve Daybreak next turn. It's like so close because it's very hard for our opponent to Lightning Bolt Spirit Dancer to death through an Umbra, but then we have like nothing else. We're really chancing it. There's a Lightning Bolt. Alright, so no Vapor Snag. Go figure. Second Goyf. Please tap out. Stormwing. Okay. Well, now we're dodging Force of Negation. So I guess we'll take that one. Tax, yep. Look at these draws. How lucky are we? Jeez, good team. Flusterstorm would be amazing in hand right now. Okay, we have a game. They can still Cryptic Bounce Hyena Umbra and drop the Daybreak Coroner off in the grave. Not blocking. Winning most races here. Snakeveil Skin? Right. Wouldn't you just prefer Blossoming Defense? Like, it's permanent damage as opposed to temporary, but... Hey, there's the Delver of Secrets. We called that right. Several turns later. Aura. Alright, let's go for maximum efficiency here. Let's sack this. Get a planes. Cycle Horizon Canopy. Look for an aura. That's an aura. It's not lethal though. So like playing straight into Mana Leak here. Oh, he has to shock? Sorry opponent, that puts you a dead. Unless he's got Nature's Claim here. Nature's Claim here just wins it for him though. Attack. Actually, Snake Veil Skin giving the permanent buff on Stormwing actually enables the ferocity for Stubborn. No, that's cool. I like that tech. Opponent concedes. Alright, cool. Cool. Opponent with some fun stuff. Yeah, I love seeing like an actual brew which is innovative. Like literally not done what we wanted once here. Let's just take out Spirit Dancer and have everything else. I guess like if Teferi disables Lurrus, it's maybe not worth it as well. Yeah, we'll go with that. As much as I love the idea of having Teferi in the matchup, stopping all their counter spells. Alright, cool. Good hand. Our first Bogle hand, chat. Let's go. Serum Visions. Alright, there it is. Alright, so creature go. Should still be like about there. Aura? I'll take it. Let's go ahead and bait here. So if he counters this, we pretty much get a free Curious Obsession down, attack draw. Worst against Anger of the Gods. Does this mean like Snapcaster Mage? I'm gonna attack in. Really feels like Snapcaster Mage. No? Okay. I actually mostly expected that Curious Obsession to get countered then. Alright, so this is what the deck's supposed to do. Curious Obsession gets that draw engine going. Turn one creature into Curious Obsession. Get that value. Make it hard. And then, like, with the incidental card advantage, the disadvantage of having Force Negation isn't so noticeable. Alright, what's this one? Mandrills, sure. 3 cards exiled. Let's go Force Land. Alright, it's just got to be a fine spot to empty our hand. Attack. So either they like block and lose their guy, or they don't block and we draw a card. Either way, we're gaining 8 life. Pretty strong. They're like heaps far away from Cryptic as command as well. They only have, well, now they have access to 2 blue mana, but last turn it was 1. At least one more turn before we have to worry about Cryptics. Another Mandrill. Yeah. Evasion? We do have like all our evasion in the deck. That would be a good top deck. Not evasion. Alright. Sack Canopy. Attack with Bogle. I think like resolving the Stalker here is fine. They seem to be obsessed with just putting up chump blockers and not really advancing their board or their game plan too much. Okay, opponent concedes. Alright, not bad. That felt weird. It almost felt like my opponent's deck had too many creatures in it. I think like... I'm not sure if it's the right deck for Delver. I think you need to choose between Delver and Stormwing, right? Or between Delver, Stormwing, and Hooting Mandrills. Otherwise, your like spell count's just not high enough. Tougher is like fine, but I wouldn't have it in there as like instead of Lightning Bolt. I'd have it in there in addition to. We did see Lightning Bolt game 2 though. Obviously like Veil of Summer could be a good card for them as well. I don't think there's like too much in Temur you really want outside of that we didn't really see from them. But yeah, good to be on the board. Good to be 1-0. And yeah, we'll see if we can shake things up with Bant here. Goodness knows I keep going 3-2 and 4-1 with green-white. So by Bant I mean Azuras. We're just playing blue-white. I know my deck. I swear to God. But yeah, should be good. Stalker's like that turn slower, but makes up for it with unblockable. As long as we have like 2 lands, it's fine. Alright, here we are for match number 2, everyone. Lost the die roll versus Char Liquids. Normally this guy plays like unfair combo decks, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure I've seen this opponent on like Charbelcher combo before. Keep this hand. See what he's on now. Heliod's like the strongest deck in the format now. He might just be on that. Speak of the devil. Alright, so we need to hit land drop still. Says Char Liquids is currently 2-1. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. Let's path that away. They have a lot of mana already anyway, because of the Birds of Paradise. So I don't think ramping them here is going to be like ridiculously detrimental. We're not really going to have a good spot to cast it if we don't cast it here. Alright, we miss on a fucking land drop. That's fine. That's just like swell. Probably would have been, like, if I knew I was missing on land drop, I would have held up path for in response to their next spell. Tapping for Abzan Siege Rhino? Oh, okay, cool. This is definitely not an unfair deck. That's pretty cool though. Siege Rhino plus this thing. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't quite work because that gains life. We're just like bricked on land. So I think I'll discard Force Negation here. I'll keep him guessing. We're like very much like lost this game at this point. Fucking Heliod as well. Oh, gross. Okay, so gross deck. Never mind. Take back everything I said about my opponent. So that's like combo with Heliod to kill through something. I don't know. Cool. Fat ass Siege Rhino doing its thing. Alright, I'm going to concede this one here. We're way too far behind and missed another land drop. So anyone would think I have like 15 lands in the deck, not 20. On the draw, 4 cards later. Can't do it. No fetch or anything. Alright, so like Torpor Orb seems good in this matchup. Force seems bad. Suppression Field also seems good. And like Spirit Dance is a little bit weak to removal and stuff. Maybe we take out Path to Exile. Our opponent could be like removing the interaction because we sort of look like an ad nauseum or control deck of some description at the moment. They just miss land drops. At least my opponent's probably confused about what I'm on. Alright, that's my dinner finished. I don't have to annoy anyone with that unpleasantness anymore. Well, I mean, like, literally no creatures, so, well. Oh my god, what are these hands? This is, like, absolutely absurd. Down to 4. Alright, keep whatever really mediocre hand this is. Cool. Yeah, it'd just be really nice to not mulligan to Oblivion. Like, we don't ever mulligan that hard with green-white. Well, rarely. Not 2 games in a row. Or like 2 matches in a row. Usually you might have like a good match and a bad match, but... Jam that Stalker. Pass the turn. You can probably guess what I'm on from here, although, like, obviously it's super fringe. Nobody plays Stalker. Turn 2 Heliod. Kitchen things, sure. Hey, look, an actual good card to draw. Let's jam it down. Miss out on a point of damage here, but I definitely value drawing the cards over the 1 point. Bogle to hand. Alright. Thinning that library for something good. Alright, opponent hits for 4 with that Exalted trigger. We take the damage. We're still winning the damage race. Looks like maybe they're holding up Collected Company here. No. Just playing a Siege Rhino, sure. That's good. I'm not sure we need to play it this turn, though. I don't say like Heliod plus Walking Ballista yet, so I think we're fine. Just attack like this. Wow, we like still not hitting any of our lands. It's not the worst, but like I'd like to not draw creatures in that spot because they're very dead draws. Take land over creature in that spot any day. Heliod, fun times. I'd take Daybreak Coronet any day. Alright, opponent attacking for a bunch, gaining life, putting a counter down, sure. Oh wait, they don't gain life. Oh, they can gain life once on the Siege Rhino. Yeah. Super lame. That completely negates our last attack, by the way. And that is a completely awful draw. Siege Rhino's like trample is actually very annoying. We'll run out the suppression field. We'll attack. Draw a card. See if we actually hit something that's not completely dead here. Like path would be very nice. Obviously, like suppression field's still pretty good in the matchup as long as we dodge Heliod. Alright, so no path. We'll play out the Slippery Bogle. We'll pass a turn. So they can still active Heliod, but it's going to cost 4 now. It's hard for them to do that and like another piece of interaction. They can Skyclave into Heliod active though. Another Siege Rhino. Heliod is a creature. Yikes. Still going with this fat-ass Rhino. They haven't played a land drop for the turn. Does that mean their hand is just gas? It means their hand is just gas. Let's block the Heliod and salvage some damage. Go to 3. Can Daybreak next turn. Make things a little easier for us. Fucking Hallowed Fountain, hello. Not what we want. Fortunately, like no Skyclave apparitions, interaction without auras, making things awkward. Alright, let's like Hyena Umbra and pass the turn. We're like the fattest creature that was ever fat here. We could like get pretty hard destroyed by like opponent pathing their own creature. If they do that though, they turn Heliod off. So we'd be looking at taking like 7, which is fine. Kitchen Finks. That's fine. Get that life gain trigger, opponent. Oh, they're diversifying Siege Rhinos. Interesting. Now, we can't block Kitchen Finks and turn Heliod off either, which is something to note. Opponent concedes, though. Okay. I think we're very lucky there. Very fortunate. Let's run it back, though. So, chance we want, like, some Flusterstorms or Force of Negations for Collected Company. I think I just like Path better, though. Especially with this like Pharaoh Siege Rhino plan. I am 100% keeping this hand. This is absolutely fine. Curious Obsession can help us find our second land drop. And even if it's a post-combat land drop, at least we're curving and it's fine. Alternatively, though, like, if we just naturally draw that land drop, we're just in a very, very good spot. Alright, so Old Fetch Shock, Hallowed Fountain. Play our guy, pass the turn. Did he fetch that in on tap? No. Okay. It sort of looked like he did, but obviously he didn't. It's fine. That is also fine. It's like staggering insight here to set up for an easier next turn with 2 mana plus 3 mana. If we get Nature's Claimed, oh well. Sweet, so we get the damage through, we draw a Daybreak. Alright. Opponent misses a land drop. I'm gonna attack here to draw 2 cards. Hopefully I hit land. I can play my Suppression Field or my Torpor Orb and be happy from that point. Alright, we hit land. That's good. Crack Windswept. Get land. Suppression Field down and pass. It could be right to Torpor Orb there. It was probably right to Torpor Orb there. Alright, Ethereal Armor. Attack for 7. And then we can Torpor Orb second main. If we draw land, we can Torpor Orb plus Aura. There's land. Cool. Alright, this is like a complete reverse of like game 1 against him, where I was stuck on 1 mana. So now he gets to 3 mana. I've got a 9-powered creature. It's like pretty back against the wall scenario at this point. Alright, so GG. Opponent concedes. So they're holding Vito Dusk Rose. Yeah, Spike Feeders, Rex Ages, Archangel of Thorn, Heliod. They literally needed to just like hit that 3rd land and they didn't. So like that feels bad for them. Like we've all been there before where like you just need to make that land drop and you don't. And then like from having a really good game, you just have an awful game. But hey, we're on the table with 2-0. Probably better than what we deserve with how well the deck seems to be running so far tonight. So like sometimes I play Arcane Flight in this deck as well, and that doesn't give any stats. It's a 1 mana blue aura that gives you unblockable and scry 1 when you attack. It's not like super impressive, but the scry 1 can be pretty good when you combine it with these draw triggers, because it essentially like it's like an opt instead of just a draw effect, right? Alright, so here we are for match number 3. Lost the Darrell versus Mikey Lee. Hand is good. We will keep. Overgrown Tomb. Thank God he's gone for green mana there. I was very scared for a second. I think we'll just go Hallowed Fountain. A little bit spicy right now. Blue mana, get him down. So my opponent is also currently triple queuing for a Menu, Cube, Phantom Draft, and a Dot. Last seen 9 days ago playing Eldrazi-tron. I don't think he's on Eldrazi-tron. This looks like Yawgmoth combo. So yeah, there's the Jareth's Messenger. This is definitely Yawgmoth's combo. Find the Attica's Waste. Sure. Pretty sure they need 2 creatures to go off here. Yawgmoth is 4 mana, right? So I think we don't get punished if we play double aura attack. Should be fine. So yeah, if they have 2 Undying creatures and then the mana to play Yawgmoth, they can go infinite, obviously. Young Wolf, there's the second one. Oh, okay. Deals damage to a player. You may put a 1/1 on target creature whenever 1/1 is put. Okay, so you make a snake each time. That's interesting. Right on time we draw our stuff. Alright, we just tied up Path to Exile here and Force of Negation as well. They do have Court of Calling. Our opponent also missed a land drop. Get like block with Young Wolf here and it's fine. They get like a free snake token. Maybe it's better to stay back on the block here. Yeah, I think I like blocking more than attacking in the spot. Now that I've thought about it for half a second. Oh, they only get it when the neg count is placed. Okay. Are they gonna like just try to kill us on like fair beats here? Another Young Wolf. A pre-combat Young Wolf. Alright, so we'll go ahead and let him cast Cutthroat as well. Leaving Jareth's Messenger back on blocks. We'll just take the damage. We're like hard transitioning to blocking our opponent in this next turn, unless we draw Daybreak. In which case we get like free blocks anyway, right? So they can reset the Young Wolf counter here. Yeah. Seems fair. Wow, we are drawing like immensely woefully here. Lure us to hand, pass. Hold up path, hold up force, etc. Blooming Marsh enters. Do you have the Yawgmoth opponent? I mean, like, even if he does, he probably just kills us because he got like 3 Undying creatures and he... Can't quite remember the wording on the card. I think he just like goes off and kills us regardless. Looks like a big Court of Calling here. We can Force Negation the Court of Calling though, so that's nice for us. Court for 4. Counter. One card left in opponent's hand. A Jareth's Messenger. Get rid of that one. Take the damage, whatever. 0 cards in his hand, 2 in ours. We draw another Force Negation. Jesus, these draws are awful. It's like Luris, leave back chump blocks. And, because like we're on 6 here. Luris like probably needs to chump block as well at this point. We've taken like so much damage. The back of like 2 auras, it's really upsetting. I think we just block like this, take 4 damage, gain 3. They get Undying triggers. Otherwise we block there, we go to 2. God, Daybreak would be amazing. Don't think... Wait. We like trigger lose life here. That trigger goes on the stack after the lifelink though, so we go to 1 exactly. Okay. I didn't think of that. Just as well we didn't block Jareth, so we'd be dead. Dried Arbiter turn. Okay. Well, we actually hit it. Let's go. Alright, so we attack for a bunch. We're like guaranteed to gain life here. If he blocks... We like lose 1 life though, so we're essentially going up to 9. He will also get like a token off of this guy, Patra. Or he won't? No, that's just when they remove a neg counter, okay. So we can block like pretty much anything and be good. We block like here. We block here. We take 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But we gain 8. Okay, we're fine. We don't need to play the Bogle. We can leave up like the alternate cost Force Negation. Wow, that's not a bad top deck. Cool, we just lose 2 triggers. It's fine. Rip. Alright, good cards. Torpor Orb, Force Negation, Suppression Field. It's like really about it. We can bring a Leyline and stop triggers from like targeting us, but really that's a bit narrow. Spirit Dance is weak to removal. Probably get rid of some flying as well. And keep the rest. Get into it. So yeah, I wouldn't say this is like a horrible matchup for us. They're like a little bit of a slow combo deck. They can have good interaction with us as well. Basically, like, if we have a good hand and draw well, we'll probably win against their average hands, but it's like our average draw versus their average draw. I don't know. They're probably going to win. I mean, we saw them just top deck the nuts there, right? We even like pathed 1 Jareth's Messenger, but then the other one was just doing its thing. Phil, I don't think we could have really done anything too different then. This has like got nothing going for it, we mull. This has got everything going for it, but wait, we do have a creature. We got the Stalker. That's fine. All right, we'll keep. Just between Path and Suppression Field. I think Suppression Field's stronger. It costs more mana, but it's the stronger effect. Forest into nothing. We love to see it. Right on time. We'll play the guy with Unblockable. More mana efficient and, you know, the buff stat. We lose out on, like, not playing Hyena Umbra in the same turn, but whatever. Wall of Roots. Well, Unblockable is looking fantastic now. Very glad with our decision making. Alright, well, this is like slightly awkward, but well, Hyena Umbra attack. Opponent can like Assassin's Trophy or whatever. Even if he plays a fetch land here, he can still activate it for mana through the Bogles, so. And he's got Wall of Roots for mana too. Let's just keep this Suppression Field secret for now. Strangleroot Geist, sure. I love this card. This card's such a cool card. It's a spirit too. Alright, so take. Alright, right when we like don't need to draw it, we draw it. I guess we just like make them have the Assassin's Trophy now, and then we play a Bogle second main. Okay, they've definitely got interaction here. There's no way they're pausing without the interaction here. Or are they just like pausing out of frustration? Because they're probably thinking, like, if I kill the Hyena Umbra in response, Daybreak, like, just doesn't resolve. But also, if you kill the Hyena Umbra while Daybreak's on the battlefield, Daybreak still falls off. Pro tips for inversing Bogles. I'd like to say I'm surprised. I'm not surprised that he had interaction there, because we had a pretty strong tell on it. I am pleasantly surprised, though, that he targeted the wrong card. Instead of 2-for-1ing us, he 1-for-1'd us. We did get the Vigilance as well, so we get a pretty free block on Strangleroot Geist with Invisible Stalker. It does give them Undying, but that's fine. Alright, what's he got here? Plus Wall of Roots. Reclamation Sage. Never mind. We kept a 1 creature hand, drew another 2 creatures, and never another aura. And he's got 2 lots of interaction. We're not winning this. We can like Lurrus bring stuff back, but that is so slow. That is so gosh darn slow. Opponent, can he like chord out? I don't think he can chord Yorkbull. He can definitely still play another creature here, second main. We'll just take this damage. I don't want to like buff his Strangleroot Geist for him. We don't have like the graveyard hate here either, which really sucks for us. Force negation, yeah, right on time. Alright, because he didn't play like a second creature. Let's lure us to hand. Attack for 1. Pass the turn. Then we can like force quarter falling. And we shouldn't be dead at all. It even has like the abrupt decay, so we can't even force negation the abrupt decay. That feels bad. Really slow rolling this suppression field. So dream draw for us next turn is land, exactly. I'll just take all this damage, I don't care. Not yet. Eldritch Evolution on Strangleroot Geist. Alright. So now they get Yawgmoth. Oh, wait. We could have countered that. What am I doing? Okay. Stupid Michael. Well, this is a Jareth's Messenger. We just lose. Okay, we can counter this one. We should have countered the first one, but we'll counter this one. Pitch. Well, it's not like over yet, but we are like super far behind right now. Now I kind of want a first strike aura to block my opponent. Really should have countered that Eldritch Evolution. It's way better value as well. Fucking what is with me drawing these hexproof creatures, man? They're so useless. Keep some sort of pressure happening. It's not much. We will be blocking the Rex Edge this time. What rubbish is he drawn now? Oh god. Not even sucking Peatland before combat or anything. So they've got 4, 6, 9 damage here they're attacking with. Alright, we'll block the Rex Edge. Go down low. Lurus can trade with a Strangleroot Ghost. Fuck off. Wow. Like, we can't draw worse. We surely cannot draw worse than this. This is ridiculous. Alright, we're going to go in on Lurus and try to win off Lurus. Hopefully we draw a 1 mana Aura or a Daybreak, and then we can go Auras onto that Lurus and go hard that way. Opponent gets like a draw with Peatland here. He has to pay a lot of mana though to do it. You can't sack both Peatlands. He did Yawgmoth sack Wall of Roots. Or did he discard a card? Proliferate? No. I fucking nerfed down the Lurus. Alright. We like literally drew nothing that we actually wanted there. We drew 3 extra creatures than we needed. Jesus, man. Yeah, this deck does not feel good right now. Alright, so here we are for match number 4. We lost the die roll versus Savok. Savok's definitely someone I've versed before. Alright, we got a keepable hand, we'll keep. Seems decent. I'd much prefer to be on the play in this situation. Opponent's mold to 6. Let's... Flooded Strand, nothing. Cool. Alright, I can't say no to a turn 1 creature. Excuse me. Alright, play the guy, pass the turn. Alright, opponent no turn 2 play. Let's just like attack with our creature here. If they snapcast a chump block, we can play out the Stalker. If not, we probably play out Stalker anyway. Hit land, which sucks. Blue-white with a pathway land. Interesting. Very interesting. Idyllic Tutor? We'll let that resolve. We'll counter any important enchantments with Force Negation. Odd. So we're versing like a Pillow Fort deck here. We're like 2-1. It seems odd to be versing this deck. He's currently 1-0 though, so good for him. 9 lives. There it is. Wow, we just can't draw a blue card apparently. Let's crack this. Let's like run out both our auras anyway. Attack for a bunch. Hopefully we draw a blue card off of the Staggering Insight trigger. It feels like more winnable with counter magic than what it does without. Cool, we draw a blue card. Awesome. Perfect. It's exactly what we need. So I'll probably just counter the 9 lives if he goes for it. It'd be interesting to see if he's got counter magic back up. Wrath of God, I mean, we have to counter that as well. Makes sense given the metagame, but maybe like a little bit expensive for that effect. Also, Supreme Verdict is probably just better. Sack Horizon Canopy, drawn for turn. Cool. We are like flooding out hard. This is crazy. We've literally not drawn a non-land card apart from that Arcane Flight. No, we've had extra draws. It still feels bad though. Alright, so there's the Curious Obsession. Well, that's a draw at least. Could be better to leave this in hand. I'm gonna resolve it. Could be... Actually, we probably leave that in hand. And then depending on whether or not we draw first strike aura or next turn, we can play around the 9 lives. Alright, well there's 9 lives cast. It's on the battlefield. Gonna make things annoying. Fucking hell! Look, what is with this land, man? This is ridiculous. Alright, we get 2 draws though. Or does this get prevented? Gets fucking prevented. I think we still get the card draw off the first one though. No, we don't. Jesus, dude. That's so bad for us. So, like, we just lose to Solemnity at this point, but we couldn't afford to let that Wrath of Grod resolve. We've drawn so awfully without auras there. It's not even funny. That is fine. Thirst for Meaning is fine. I wonder if our opponent, blue, white, 9 lives, modern. Wonder if he has counter magic in the sideboard. Crack. Ooh, we've actually got to be close to running out of lands in our deck here as well. Yeah, we are. Brazen Borrow would be like great to bounce these things as well. Holy shit, man. So what's that? We've drawn 5 cards naturally and another 3 off of triggers. We've drawn 2 auras in 8 cards and 6 lands. Frickin' hell deck. This is absurd. I mean, technically it's right to play that there, but our opponent also probably just jams Solemnity and wins. And we want to hold up mana to pretend that we've got something. Pretend we've got counter magic. Mana Tithe. Okay, that's important information. This list I'm versing at the moment doesn't have Mana Tithe in it. Counterspell? That's not counterspell. Alright, we'll attack again. Put these counters up to 6. Get 0 draws. I won't play the Hyena Umber here because I still want to hold up counter magic. He's probably forced to go for it though. Mana Leak. Alright, I'll pay for it. Let's make him have the Solemnity. Second Mana Leak. Alright, well we're not countering that one. Mana Tithe. Thirst for Meaning. Opponent's still digging. Blaze land pass. Okay. Alright, we've actually done it. We've actually drawn counter magic. Holy crap, guys. Land. Into Hyena Umbra. That resolves. Alright, we have Wrath Protection now. Attack. Put Solemnity all the way up to 8. Oh, sorry, 9 lives all the way up to 8. Seems like an original build for my opponent. I'm not seeing many blue-white lists online for this. Opponent concedes. Alright, let's go. I'll take it. Did actually have counter magic, so Flusterstorm could be okay. Teferi bounces stuff, which is decent. Not really sure we want much more other than that. Path to Exile is pretty weak here. Arcane Flight would be our next weakest card, so we can just submit off of that. Should be pretty good. Lose Luris, but it's fine. I'll definitely take that compared to everything else we're doing. Alright, so opponent keeps their hand. We see this hand. It's got like no interaction. It's got a Stalker, which is kind of slow. I think we mull and look for something better. With a creature, this would be great. Alright, we'll keep this one. At least we have the turn 1 guy. Ditch this. Ditch Arcane Flight. And we should be good. So, like, no need to get the Luris last game, which I suppose is good for us. I mean, we could have, like, gone for it, but, obviously we're just going for relevant stuff that we could play around instead. Another land, let's go. You know who loves, like, flooding out? This guy. He's got 2 thumbs and everything. I'd love to do it with the action, but also, you know, who can be bothered, right? Who can be bothered? Alright, there's the Mana League. I felt like it was coming. At least we got down our Totem Armor for a Wrath effect. But it's got Field of Ruin, which is really not very good against us at all. Smack on in. Untap. Hallowed Fountain. Amazing. Opponent misses a land drop as well. This is like Battle of the Titans here. Let's go for 2. What is with us in like drawing mono land tonight? This is crazy. 20 lands, and it's the only card we can find. That'll creature. Moment of the Sea. What are your scries doing? Double top. You heard it here first. No like enchantment destruction with our colors either, so good spell. You got another counter spell, opponent. You do. Fucking every time, man. Every goddamn time. I hit like my 1 of Daybreak Coroner and he's hit 2 Mana Leaks like that. So like we've lost all tempo that we could have possibly have ever had with this hand. Which is really unfortunate. Like Shocking, Hallowed Fountain and played around Mana Leak on 1 mana auras. We don't have Luris to buy back any of our auras either, which sucks. Fortunately, my opponent's not committed any like hate auras to the field. that really like tax us, so that part's okay. I feel like a ghostly prison would be like, even just a ghostly prison would be pretty bad for us. Idyllic shooter. Amazing. Yeah, you got it. Hey, we actually draw a good aura. That's pretty good. We don't have to play around Mana Lake here, so I won't just yet. I mean, I guess we're probably playing Hallowed Fountain 90% of the time here anyway. Attack. And of course, we're going to go for that card draw. Always yes, always yield. Counterspell? Force? It's not force. Let's play the Secret Room Post. Pass. Cross our fingers. Opponent cracking. Doing whatever he's doing. Nine lives. Well, we can't do anything about that, so that just resolves. Luminarch Ascension, sure. What the hell, man? What is this crap? I just want to draw auras, dude. We don't even draw cards off Curious Obsession now. It's just disabled. If there 4 or more counters, they can make a 4/4 angel. Seems pretty good. Second 9 lives. Sure. Don't. Unless these are like triggers and they get to choose which one it goes on, it shouldn't matter for us. Well, amazing. We're gonna like just slow win through 2 9 lives. I mean, I hope so, but probably not. That's interesting. The counter only went on one of the 9 lives, but not the other. So did he choose to place it down then or not? Be a shame if this went all the way up to 8 and then we had to start knocking off the other one. Opponent's going to have a fat angels to block with soon. You can either attack with them and kill us, or save up 2 and kill our creature. You can resolve a Curious Obsession, which is okay. Luminarch Ascension is... I don't know, I don't think Luminarch Ascension is winning my opponent this game. It's the fact we've drawn this and no interaction. They had really good early interaction with double Mana Lake and to some very powerful cards we didn't have an answer for. Alright, what do we find? It's my opponent's turn still. Alright, sure. There's got to be some sort of fucking atrocious meme here. This is ridiculous. We actually haven't missed a land drop because that Horizon Canopy that's in the graveyard is in there because we cycled it. We've had 10 draws, maybe more, and we've hit every land drop. Goodness gracious, man. Look out, here comes the Angels. Opponent making a guy. What else is he doing? Making another guy. Sure. Making a third guy. What world can we attack? Hey, Pirate John. Bogles. Bogles are getting embarrassed a little bit at the moment by this 9 lives deck. We've not missed a single land drop. And this is like way too little too late. Alright, we'll concede. We did win game 1 though, somehow. So we'll just take it into sideboarding and go again. Don't think we want Suppression Field or Path Still. Maybe we can bring in Luris. For like... Spirit Dancer on the play is very strong. I might just take out another Arcane Flight. Imagine losing to 9 lives. Well, I mean, their 9 lives prevents me from dealing combat damage, so I lost the card draw from my Curious Obsession and my Staggering Insight. That doesn't really help matters. And I didn't have Force of Negation that game either. I've got Force of Negation this game. This sounds great. I can really see us winning this one here. This would take us up to 4-0 if we win it, actually, though. Oh, sorry. It would take us up to 3-1. We're 2-1 at the moment. Okay, well, it's something. Go, guy. Go, pass. How's your day been, John? Been up to much? Sure, like, so I'm just gonna like finish shock here to thin my deck as much as possible. Keep our like lands as good as possible for us so we don't get land screwed or anything. Play our Staggering Insight while we get it under Mana Leak, attack, draw a card. Curious Obsession, great draw. Okay. I'm pretty happy to see all that. That's really strong. It's 7:30 AM here in the coast of the US. Okay, cool. Not too shabby. So you would have just got up, getting ready for work at the moment? Working from home? What's the go? I think we actually only play one Curious Obsession, one Ethereal Armor here. If we draw another blue card, we can play the second Curious Obsession post-combat. But it's really important that we are able to like counter 9 lives if given the option. And then we can like just Daybreak for the win. So like if he taps out for 9 lives here, we just get him. That is the plan. Alright, another Force of Negation. Cool. Visible Stalker. Alright, that's fine. I'm happy to hold up like double Force as well. That's perfectly fine by me. Opponent cycling Shark Typhoon. Okay. I can see Shark Typhoon being annoying for us, potentially. Day off work, need to clean up and take the car to the dealership for a service. Okay, cool. It's nice that you actually clean your car before you service it, because one of my mates is a mechanic, and he's always complaining about how filthy people's cars are, how bad they smell, etc., etc. Just because that they like don't clean it and don't care when they take it to the mechanic. All right, so we have 6 damage in hand, 6 damage on the board. We just kill here. Your engine shuddering while idling and driving. So possibly loose vaccine hose or spark plugs. Yeah. Has it been like serviced recently or not really? Alright, so we get the win there. That's really nice. Because like if it hasn't been serviced in a while, it could be... Now your car is clean, you take good care of it. That's good to hear. Meant you need to shower? Yeah, no worries, man. Oh, right, clean up. Yeah, gotcha. I got you, man. You just keep it clean all the time. Next level. Then you don't have to like go running around last minute cleaning it up. Never late or anything. Yeah. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I think like the hoses or the spark plugs are a good bet. If it's got old oil or low oil, that could do it as well. I don't know. I don't know the most about cars. My brother's a diesel mechanic. He knows a lot more than I do. I know how to like change over some like oil and some parts, and that's about it. So match number 5 here. Lost the Darrell versus RV and G. Hand's like pretty bad, but I think we keep it on the draw. You work at a car dealership. Literally used to work at that location, that store, so you take pretty good care of your car. That's fair enough. I know like a lot of mechanics that take very bad care of their cars. They just have a cheap bomb, and because they spend all day cleaning cars, they're just not interested about it in their own spare time. Alright, well this isn't the best hand against Dredge. We can like draw well though. I think we probably go for the Core Spirit Nanza. Man, they got a turn 2 fucking Life from the Loam with no effort here and an Ox. Double life. He's high rolled this Street Cone really hard. If he's got Cathartic Reunion as well, we're probably just dead. Gain 2 life, then you may discard 2 cards, draw 3 cards. Oh, wow. So Cathartic Reunion now gains you 2 life. That didn't need printing. That really did not need printing. Yeah, we won last match. We forced an opponent's Ghostly Prison. He was on 12. We had a 6-6, and then we just played Curious Obsession plus Daybreak Coronet to attack for 12 with obviously an Ethereal Armor on the board. What a hand. What an amazing hand. Well, the only way we're going to win this is Spirit Dancer. So he's literally got the Conflagrate there. Alright, we're fucked. Maybe he doesn't know about Conflagrate and he's just busy doing other shit. We can Aura in, like, we can draw Daybreak and do high number Daybreak, but we're really far behind at the moment anyway. 2 Creeping Chills as well. Popping. Needle printing. Dredge needs 8 copies of Cathartic Reunion. Yeah. Definitely needed printing. What a crazy load of crap. Because you can see they're running Cathartic Reunion as well. I didn't even see that card in the spoiler list, if I'm being honest. Alright, well, my opponent didn't kill me. He's currently attacking for 8. Can, like, jump block the Prized Amalgam, which I think is fine. Literally Daybreak. That is not Daybreak. Oh shit, I'm so stupid. I can draw Daybreak off the Hyena Umbra trigger. I swear to God, if I lose from this. Common card, overlooked, yeah. I think you might be onto something. There's the Daybreak off the second trigger, rip. We can attack for 6 here, and we're just like taking way more back. So we go up to 12. They've got 3, 6, 9. They've got exactly 12 on the board. Cool. Concede. Alright, well, we, again, like, supreme high roll to heap of land here. That card is stupid. I do not know why that got printed. That is absolutely absurd. I don't have Graveyard Hate in this deck either. So that is pretty freaking unfortunate for us. Can like Torporob, but as like pseudo hate, but it's pretty medium. I think we just take out the pass for the Fluster Storms and submit. Damn, that sucks so bad, dude. What a rip. Alright, here we are. Companion, select it, get it started. You know what card beats 9 lives? Ratchet Bomb? Yeah, that seems pretty good. I mean, it's probably not a card that Bogles would really play that often, right? I'm mulligan this. Testing out Suppression Field over Deicide? Yeah, I am. Alright, we'll keep this one. It's not amazing, but it's still worth the keep. We'll just ditch... I think we'll just ditch Island here. It just like hits more decks. If your opponents are playing Hate Bears, like being able to tax their Giver of Rune is really important to try and win that matchup. Otherwise, you're just like betting that they don't have Giver of Runes, which is pretty rare. Normally, they see 1 to 2 copies of Giver of Runes most games. At least in the games that I've played. Alright, so getting an unblockable creature in this matchup is actually very nice as well. Cards that like hurt us post board or obviously Blast Zone, like that card's pretty darn good against us. What are your thoughts on Suppression Field so far? Doesn't get eaten up by Skyclave. I bring it in conjunction with Torpor Orb against Hate Bears. So, like, yes, it gets eaten up, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to let this Cathartic Reunion resolve as much as it's nice to, like, counter it. Looks like he got 1 dredge, so that's not too bad. Or was it 2 dredges? Yeah, 2 dredges, 2 lives. That's fine. I really want to keep this Staggering Insight here. So... Dirt. Torpor Orb, you're a monster? Damn straight, man. Gotta take all the percentage points you can get. This deck does not have many. Not when you're running blue as well. Like, I don't think blue is the best place at the moment. I just wanted to do something a bit different because I've been playing green-white a stack recently. I specifically run Torpor over Hushbringer as well because it doesn't get Path to Exiled or Dismembered, which is important against Hate Bears and humans, pretty much. You also bring it in against Spirits. It's not as good against Spirits, but having an answer for their Skyclave is pretty good. Our opponent puts Life from the Loam in the graveyard the hard way. We could have countered it. I think we can probably get something better than Life from the Loam, though. Maybe. Nature's Claim? I mean, that seems a bit better. Holy smokes, people. Alright, this should be pretty hard to lose. Attack, draw. Cut blue, splash red for Harsh Mentor, give him lifelink. Two Cleric for 2. Whenever an opponent activates an artifact, creature or land, battlefield. Yeah, you can do that. I mean, I had someone suggest on my YouTube that I could run the red Leyline against Heliod combo because every time they target you with Walking Ballista, they'd take damage. I mean, it's like good in theory until they just attack you with the Walking Ballista, right? Well, that sort of like worked pretty well for us. Let's submit and go again. Okay, companion, select, get into it. Alright, and is really good as far as Bogles is concerned. We'll keep it. Gonna like force an effect. And we still have Daybreak Coronet as lifelink is concerned. So yeah, this is really good. Opponent's mulling to 6, but Dredge mulls a lot. Definitely mulls a lot. I'm thinking I just play Infect again. Next leg. What am I missing? Why is... I'm missing the Inkmoth Nexuses. Okay. Yeah, I used to play the Robon and Pioneer. It was spicy, yeah. I like it. It's a great idea. I'm definitely not going to knock the idea. Let's just play Infect. Fuck it. Opponent concedes? Okay, they must have missed their land drop or something and got tilted. So that's a 4-1 actually. That's definitely good. Let's go. Where's my screen? We'll go ahead and change the screen to... Where is it? There? No, not that one. That one. Cool. It worked it out for me. Perfect. No. Goodness, I am clicking all the wrong buttons. Sure. So I've actually got the wrong deck list up at the moment. I'm gonna run some Infect after this. We played Azura's Bogles. Yeah, I still think we just want to wait until Horizons 2 happens, and then hopefully we get a blue-white Horizon land, and that'll make the deck like a lot better than running Atakar Waste and Horizon Canopy. Maybe we can like run a one of Horizon Canopy, but just like having less fetch lands makes you better against Leodin Arbiter as well, which is nice. But yeah, on colored Horizon land would be pretty massive. Sideboard wise, like this list is like weak to artifact and enchantments, right? So we could run more Teferis or Brazen Borrowers as ways to deal with that. Maybe Echoing Truth, maybe what's the card called? The white instant for 2 mana that destroys target artifact or enchantment. I'm sure you all know the one. But yeah, like those are like sort of options. It's just I wanted to play blue, so I was like, might as well make the most of having counter magic in the deck, right? Alright, so that was a good result. Let's move on to Infect. And where's the Infect deck hiding? I think I wrote blue-green Infect. Where's it frickin' hiding? Infect. Yeah, there's the Infect deck. Alright. Sweet. Alright, so I need to actually rent more than what I thought. What did I like last time? What didn't I like? Like, Postmortem Lunch seems good. That was good tech that someone suggested I play. I think we can remove a Graph Digger's Cage and maybe add in an extra Kitchen Finks. Fuck it. Let's, creature, target, spell, +2/+2. Alright, there's a 3 mana enchantment that's really sweet. Really? It's not coming up? What's going on? So in green, type, in not legendary, enchantment. Go away. Why can't I remember the name of the card? Green, enchantment. CMC, where's the CMC hiding? CMC higher? What's going on here? Why is it... Oh, mana value. They changed the bloody wording to mana value because they hate me. Okay, sure. Only green, 3 mana. It was actually from Avacyn's Restored. I even remember the set it was from. Oh, that's going to be way too hard to scroll through. Versions. Show non-foils, so we half it down. Cool. Where are we at? Where's my favorite aura? I know I'm just going to hate myself when I see it. It's not an aura, it's an enchantment. It's really good tech against burn decks that look to shoot down your creatures. I feel like I'm going too far back. We want Avacyn. Wild Defiance. There it is. Alright, beautiful. We found it. I'm going to bring 2 Wild Defiance into the sideboard. Probably from just like some graveyard hate, I reckon. Maybe a Force of Vigor. Let's get rid of a graveyard spell. Alright, so I'm going to update this and export it. And then we can rent it and we can get into the league. Rancor. No, I don't run Rancor in this. Export. Save. I think the black version normally runs Rancor, but I'm not really interested in like doing that. Upload file, choose file, infect, deck, choose, upload. Alright, so I'm going to be back in just a moment, people. I'm going to run an ad while the rental for this goes through and just go to the bathroom real quick as well. So I'll be back in just a moment, people. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. So all our favorite cards can come in now. Anything else I missed? I don't know. Let's just drag the whole lot across again. Cool. Awesome. Alright, let's get into it. Starting to sing all by yourself? Oh, sorry, man. We're back now. No need to burst into song just yet. I would, love to, but I'm pretty tone deaf, right? Nobody wants to hear that. Move that there. Open that. Jump it across to the deck view. Yeah, so my favorite thing about Wild Defiance... Oh, it's right where we can't see it. How lame. So Wild Defiance is whenever a creature you control becomes the target of an instant or sorcery spell, that creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Works for your creatures, for your spells, your instants and sorceries. Works for your opponent's instants and sorceries, but like all it's bad against is Giver of Runes, right? But yeah, definitely like good for 90% of the cases you're going to be using it in. I actually have the enchantment in foil as well. I have like a mostly foil infect deck. I think the main thing I'm missing is Blighted Agent, really. I haven't played it since Scale Up in paper though, so I don't have that in foil. On the Daro, on the play. Alright, so here we are for match number 1. We won the Daro on the play, and hand looks good. Let's keep. Got like really good protection for our creature. In the form of both mutagenic growth, blossoming defense, vines. We've got like 3 protective effects, and yeah, good clock. We can almost turn to a kill. Breeding Pool seems fine. Land untapped. Might on our guy. Alright, opponent going for a thing here. Run into red-white prowess. Yeah, no. I've run into it, I think twice with Bogles. We're like 1 damage off killing our opponent. And I won both times with Bogles. I was running green-white Bogles with like all my Sentinel's eyes in them, and that's obviously very strong for us. Alright, so opponent is on 7 infect. They need to kill this. Or we kill them. Oh, have they got Scourge of the Skyclaves here? Do we just enable them casting Scourge? That could be pretty bad for us. Blood Crypt. Cathartic Reunion? Oh, it's just Dredge again. Right. Freaking Narcomoeba chump blocker. Hell no. God damn it, man. That one of Narcomoeba ruining our day. They have Conflagrate in the grave, which sucks for us. We're like better not attacking here, so I'm just gonna pass. Can look to hold up protection and then cycle Waterlogged Grove to draw evasiveness or an evasive creature. Second Narcomoeba. Dude, those things can just get banned. They're just coming in for free. It's so upsetting. Yeah, I was watching a video of Aspiring Spikes, and he was talking about the whole new red-white prowess deck, and he was saying like blue's been so good for a while because of like Stormwing Entity, dodging all of the removal that people have. So dodging your bolts, your fatal pushes, etc, etc. Everything but Path to Exile, which not many people are running, so it's just a very resilient... your Skyclave Apparition, that was the other one. Conflagrate on our guy. Damage to that and us. Let's cycle this Waterlogged Grove, see what we find. Pendlehaven. We can protect our guy. We kind of need to protect our guy. I wonder if that fizzles the damage to face. It does not. Damn, that sucks. Priced Amalgam comes back tapped. Pendlehaven's a good draw because at least we can attack into Narcomoeba now. Oh, we just draw the Distortion Strike. Freaking Pogs, let's go. Alright, not bad. We got very lucky there. We got very lucky. I feel like we played to our outs as best as we could, but yeah, that's hugely lucky. Oof. Wow. So we got Graft Digger's Cage and Relics here. Not sure we want much else. Dismember seems pretty bad in this matchup. Spellskite seems pretty medium. Blood Defiance just like seems too slow, right? They're not going to have that many Conflagrate effects. We go like Noble Hierarch into Inkmoth Wild Defiance. It's pretty okay, but other than that, it's pretty bad. Just remove a Spellskite and get back into it. Feels really good to steal that game though. Snapcape. Sounds awesome. Got interaction and like 2 creatures, a repeating buff effect, and a scale up. Like, Zan's got everything. Shriek Hornshaw. Draw another elf. Well, we are versing Infect, so I'd be remiss if I didn't play Relic here. So probably gonna just like play a turn behind. Just hold up Relic mana, right? And it finds Dark Blast and Cathartic Reunion. Yikes, Dark Blast is very good against us. Deafening Silence as well? Dude, this guy's packing hate. Jesus. Although, that's pretty good too. It's like pretty very good too. That hate, yeah. I complain about my opponent's cards, but at the same time, I think I might actually just like not play anything and hold up active on Relic. That way, if we draw land next turn, we can hold up like Pendlehaven. Or Vines plus Pendlehaven. Opponent finds Stinkweed Imp. I'm probably supposed to exile the graveyard at that point. Second Deafening Silence. There's surely like splash hate for Prowess. My opponent missed land. Let's crack the Relic here. Yeah. It helps us hit our land drop as well for protecting our guy. Noble Hierarch. Well, we hit our land drop. Let's go. I think we're pretty okay here just playing out double elf. It should be hard for him to kill both. Then we have Pendlehaven scale up. So scale up is 6, 7, 8. We have 8 damage currently. We're like a mutagenic growth off the win. Lightning Axe on one of our guys. Let's get rid of this Stinkweed Imp so he doesn't dredge off it. Or it's during his main anyway. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we can only cast one non-creature spell a turn, right? Yeah, okay. We do hit land. I like that. Target our opponent. So, like, just buff. Opponent's missed another land drop here. Alright, we'll cast Scale Up as well. And that way, we've effectively got the kill with Inkmoth Nexus next turn if we hit land. Opponent concedes. Cool. Game 1, too easy. Winning through that hate as well. I mean, I'd like to say we won against Dark Blast, but, like, he didn't have black mana, so that might be being a bit ambitious. Good win, though. Bold of you to assume that they don't hit Amoeba. Oh, what's Amoeba? Sorry, I'm missing something. Is that one of their cards? I think maybe I could put that text slightly bigger. Font size. Let's go like 34, I reckon. Alright, we'll save that. Alright, so here we are for match number 2 versus Sushi. Won the die roll. In fact, loves winning the die roll and having these Glistener Elf hands. Let's keep. Got extra creatures as well as backup. Good pump spells. So yeah, love keeping that 7. Let's go. Here I'd actually like really like hitting blue mana to hold up spell PS for turn 2. I think that would be the strongest thing. Says my opponent is currently 2-1. We are currently 1-0. So like, I must have played Infect for like a good 6 months to a year. I'd never got a turn 2 kill, not once. And then I played this deck last week. Thanks to the lovely, wonderful, powerful card that is Scale Up, I got my first ever turn 2 kill on like my 3rd match. I mean, is Scale Up busted? Yes, absolutely. Card is insane. Maybe the deck needed the help after Gataxian Probe got banned though, so it's like probably fine. Opponent obviously holding up Fatal Push here. Don't think I want to extend my like pump spells into it. Let's just go for the attack. They might go for a Thought Scour or something. Especially after seeing Inkmoth Nexus, they're like less incentivized to push. Usually they'll go for it like end step anyway, so that they don't get like Blossoming Defensed in response and like completely shut off. Sucks we're like missing there. Let's go for a Scale Up on the Glistener Elf, see what the response is. We're pretty much turning on Dragon Lock at this point. So far, we see that our opponent is blue-black. Alright, so we like did exactly that. We turned on Drown and Lock for them. Sort of expected that. I value my Inkmoth Nexus higher though. Did you put in blue mana? Yeah, I did. Let's have a look. I think the deck runs like quite a few lots of blue mana actually. Let's play out a Spell Skite, pass it. So we got 6, 7, 8, plus 4. We got 12 sources of blue mana plus Noble Hierarch. Reasonable. It looks like we're versing Esper here. Get ready for that juicy Kai's, girl. I mean, I'd love to play my Spell Pierce people, but like, who needs that? Create a flying token. Fuck's sake. Spellskite beats Heliod combo? I think so, yeah. Should do. Second Inkmoth Nexus. I'm like so far behind on mana now though. No, cancel. It's like really sucks. I really wish we just like curved out. That would make life so much easier. This is like a really difficult spot to win from. Vulnerable to like land destruction as well. I don't think they run land destruction. I think that's slightly too greedy for them. Fuck, can we just draw our mana, dude? Like, I don't care about this stuff. This stuff's really awful for us. I'm probably going to fight over the Glistener Elf at this point because I'm just so far behind on mana. Inkmoth Nexus is turned off by Spirit. Fuck this, dude. This feels like super bad. I feel like he's got the Fatal Push now. I might just concede this and go to the next game because, like, honestly, he's stupidly far ahead right now. Still, like, possible for us to win. It's just, it feels really bad. I'm just going to concede. I just don't care. Like, I'm not winning here. Scoop time. Yeah, it's painful to play. It really is. So, like, Cage, Relic, Veil of Summer. Postmortem Lunge should be pretty good as well. Take out Dismembers. Anything else jump out as bad here? Probably like Mutagenic Growth is our weakest card. We're bringing in a lot. Take out Groundswell, then Mutagenics. I think like Spellskite's still fine, even though it was really bad there. Can probably take out like a Wooded Foothills and submit. Mortem Lunch? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. I don't want to make jokes about that after the backlash on that TikToker that they like did a dance with somebody's skin. They had like just a sheet of skin that wasn't identifiable and they were like flicking it and dancing, and I don't know why you'd post that, but like there was some definite negative backlash there. Maybe we can laugh at their expense. Alright, we keep this. This is like way better than our first hand, so effect go. yeah, terrified face, agreed. So obviously, like, this is a pretty slow hand here. Should be good though. Great, like, protective effects at the moment. I will actually spend stuff to protect Noble Hierarch if this is a kill spell. We have like 3 hexproof effects, so we can do that. Hierarch's exalted damage is like pretty nice as well. I feel like Relic is a trap. So we'll attack. We'll get our Exalted trigger. I don't imagine our opponent's going to try and kill. Until end step. Then we'll just cash in our Vines of Vastwood. Alright, no kill. So they're setting up for Kaya's Guile then. We still don't Relic second main because they can end step kill, obviously, and we want to leave up protection. I wonder what our opponent could be planning. God, could we hit our 3rd land, people? Jesus, regret taking out that Wooded Foothills right now. Jeez. I like Relic Pass. We can Veil of Summer to draw a card off of what our opponent is doing. They shouldn't have land destruction for Inkmoth Nexus, so if we can give it unblockable, we can get past the stupid spirits that fly. Alright, they're not going for anything yet. Opponent's playing really patient. Puts us in a hard position, but I have to say I think they're playing well, so. If they were like forcing stuff, that would be way worse. Jesus, man. Just cycle Relic for a land? Holy crap. Then maybe attack with Noble Hierarch there, actually. It's like bad against Snapcaster block. That puts us really far behind. I guess we don't. So give Hexproof in response here. Go for the Throat is odd. I don't know why he's playing this card. Mana Leak. Veil of Summer. Fucking hell, man. We draw the second Distortion Strike out of 2, but we can't hit our land drop there. What is going on? No way, man. That is shocking. That is absolutely shocking. That's turned 5, and we got an extra draw in there. So that's 5 draws deep, and we don't hit our 3rd land drop. Jeez, man. Alright, target Relic at our opponent. I do actually think we're in a better spot. Yeah, 17 land. No, I'm running 19, so you know. Not great, but Could be worse. Alright, we draw fucking Spellskite. Great. Let's go. Opponent can like look to Drain and Lock this. We can relic ourselves in response to counter that Drain and Lock. I like resolving Spellskite here. It gives us a lot of flexibility with attacks, so. Let's get rid of Blossoming Defense in case he's got like a surgical extraction effect. Don't want it like all stripped out of our hand. Fatal Push. Alright, let's protect it. Ah, we still got our spell countered though. Okay, fair play to my opponent. So we like crack relic in response. That's not very good. It's our opponent lost 2 kill spells and we lost a Spellskite and a Vines, so that works out okay. Alright, Snapcast a kill spell. Whatever that happens, I can't do shit about that. Move on. Still, they're like going after Noble Hierarchy. It doesn't matter. We can still win. Our opponent's running very short on cards. Relic actually gives us a shot here. That gives us a shot as well. Do I want to just like hard cycle here? I like having green mana up to protect Listener Elf. It might be a time to just sack it. Alright, finally. Jesus, man. Oh, I'm such a dickhead. Playing to my opponent's Drown Lock right now. If I don't crack fetch land, I have protection against my opponent's Drown Lock. So, this is gonna like really suck if he goes for Kaya's Guile. I'll just animate the Inkmoth Nexus and just suck it. Okay, cool. Well, we didn't get punished. That's good. Alright, let's Distortion Strike the Glistener Elf attack. If he Cryptic taps us, we can animate Inkmoth and attack in the air. It's definitely a slow and grindy game, but our opponent is behind. We've got plenty of creatures here. Yeah, I'm going to play around what I can. Play as smart as we can. Think he had a mana leak to follow up with? I guess we'll find out. He's got 1 card left. I think for all intents and purposes, we've played this match well, or the second match, given the lack of resources we had. I guess Drown Lock, he can just counter with Drown Lock, or he can just kill also with Drown Lock. We've got 1 card in our graveyard, so. Sure. Alright, that's literally everything out of our opponent's hand. So animate Ink Moth Nexus. We can kill him next turn with playing. If he dodges... If we dodge removal spell here, we kill him. We even beat Kai's Gale at this point, I'm pretty sure. So we'll get... Oh, did our Distortion Strike not resolve, so we didn't get the trigger? Okay. Let's do it the way I normally do it. I'm nervous. Scale up. With the extra Blossoming Defense, we should have the win no matter what here. Can like Cryptic counter and tap or counter draw. That's fine. Then we can just Noble Hierarch. I gotta say, like, with one card in hand, his lines are probably pretty limited. I don't know why he's tanking for so long. It's not lethal yet. I could make it lethal with Mutagenic, potentially, while holding up protection. I'm not gonna, like, super go for lethal here. But yeah, we're just gonna attack with this. Put him to 1. That should be good enough. Have there been any other breakout decks from the new set other than Dredge getting the buff and Red-White Prowess becoming a thing? I saw one person playing humans, but I didn't see any new cards in his list. It was just all the usual suspects that I saw. Goodness. What is with the tank ban? You're up a game as well. Like, this is crazy. I don't think there's been like any new archetypes created though, right? Amazing. We go to our attacks. We attack. Niv deck got a burst? What did the Niv deck get? Opponent, you are a monkey. You were not dead. I guess he is like almost effectively dead next turn, but that's just dumb. Why did he think so long on playing that wrong? Kill it end step. Mega Prowess is a new archetype, is it though? We already had Mega Prowess, right? Surely. Niv deck got too many cards to count. I guess it was a bit of a multicolored set, wasn't it? Like, I was reading through all the cards and all the good cards were multicolored. To how that game went, I kind of want this Wooded Foothills in. It was pretty bad to not have it in. I might go down to like 1 Postmortem Lunge maybe. Submit. Keep. Do I play the turn 2 Elf here or do I like slow roll it? What's our draw? I think we can slow roll. Yeah. I like slow roll because like in this spot you'd probably want to play it turn, like if we didn't have Spell Scout, we'd probably want to play it turn 2 with protection up. Because we have Spell Scout, we can turn to a Spell Scout and then like turn 3 the elf with like 2 layers of protection, I suppose. Because of like Kaya's Gale, we'll probably want to prioritize using the Vines of Vastwood first. Sure. So like playing this here is only bad against Mana Leak, and you know, I'm gonna make him have Mana Leak. Triple Might of Old Crozer. Let's go. He likes 1,000,000 damage. I do. Sure. I'd really like to see Spell Pierce off the top here. Opponent's tapping for something? Oh, wow, okay, sure. Spell Pierce? Did not activate the ability in response to the Eliminate? No. Yeah, I pogged that one real good. Alright, we have Quad Might of Old Crozer. I wish I could attack this turn. I'd go for that any day of the week. Sure, High Rock seems good. Don't do it, opponent. Don't you dare Kaya's Gale. I'll slap you. Alright, Might of Old Crozer. Cool. From the way my opponent played that last turn, I sort of feel like... Oh, that last game, sorry. I feel like he's not that experienced with his deck or with the matchup. 4 mana, guess I die. Not yet. He can, like, Snapcaster Mage chump block this. It's still not that bad for us. If he lets us untap, we can just kill him with, like, Noble Hierarch if he goes for something greedy again. So he had, like, triple kill spell again. Guess we're dead. We still have 13 damage here. We can, like, effectively kill him. Makes me click on the creature. Sure. Good old Magic Online things. I guess I'd have to pick up the creature in real life. Hierarch beatdown? Yeah, I wish. I was 100% thinking Hierarch beatdown. Oh look, just in time, Veil of Summer. Where were you when that would have been nice over the Might of Old Crozer, or the sorry, the Noble Hierarch. He had the Kaya's Gale anyway, so it really didn't matter. Sack. I kind of need Inkmoth Nexus at this point. Cage is good. It shuts off their graveyard. I'll take that. Doesn't shut off like Dragon Lock being a massive pain in the butt though. Yeah, time to rename the deck Mono Green Might. You might be onto something. Haha, get it? Alright, opponent going for Archmage's Charm. Like, I'm okay with that. I think we, like, cast a Veil of Summer here just to draw a card. If they have, like, more Snapcaster Mages in hand as well, it could be good. I might just cast this, no. It's our only protection spell. I don't think I just cast it randomly. I think casting it to resolve Cage is fine, but casting it randomly is a bit weird. Opponent with the beats. Cool. I'll take it. It's like really good as well because Pendlehaven gives us an active to play around the spirit block. Cards in the graveyard are turned off. He's still got 5 cards in hand though. That's a lot. Snapcaster Mage. He can't target anything. We can't cast anything in his graveyard. He can target it. That's fine. Wow, he's attacking with them all. Ah, damn. It's always like a very happy chappy. Opponent has had quad removal spell this game, though. In for 1. Turn 8. We're trying to get our first point of infect damage. Still not over. Kaya's Gale. Great. It's Pendlehaven in response. I don't think it stops... because this reads each opponent, not target opponent. We might draw like Spell Pierce in response, but we don't. Spell Pierce doesn't even stop it though. Well, our spells are hexproof. Might actually target ourselves with Relic to start shutting down these Drown in the Locks. I think this one's pretty dead. That's 5 removal spells our opponents had. That's ridiculous. I don't know how we can reasonably be like expected to beat that. And a Teferi. Sure. Which enchantment are you bouncing? Neither? Alright. He's just got like all the cards in hand still. Rip. Well, if we like steal game 1, we're probably like fine. But... you know, no game 1, no hope. Cool. Big rip. I mean, that's what we get after we ripped that win against Dredge before. Like that Dredge, we probably shouldn't have won that Dredge match, and we got super lucky there. Esper Charm beatdown, man. Did he play a single Esper Charm? I don't think he played a single Esper Charm in all 3 games. It's probably the sort of card he sides out against us because the enchantment mode's not relevant. Maybe the discard mode is. I don't know. Seems like... I think they run like 2 to 3 copies Esper Charms and then like 2 copies of Archmage's Charm. I think it's just like a variation of Archmage's Charm, right? Madcap Skills, how you doing? Welcome back, man. Yeah, back on, in fact. I played a match with Blue-White Bogles just before and ended up going 4-1 with it, actually. So that was pretty good. I think we got supremely lucky to go 4-1, but I'll take it. So here we are. Match number 3. Lost the die roll on the draw. On the draw against a Lura stack. That's like a little bit scary. I think we keep, but like losing Blighted Agent, we probably lose game. Multi-stream? Yeah. I've got multi-stream from Streamlabs, which allows for me to broadcast to, I think, 3 different platforms at once. I think I could do Facebook as well if I wanted. But like, yeah, I don't have a Facebook page. I should probably make one, but I just don't have it. So, you know, all that good stuff. Figured like might as well multi-stream because, yeah, like my YouTube is a much bigger social media space than what this is. Than on Twitch. My Twitch is a lot smaller. I'm getting closer to the followers, but like obviously I don't get as many views on Twitch as what each of my videos does on YouTube. Alright, so cracking end step. Big decisions. Breeding pool untapped. I think we wait a turn on Blooded Agent as well. Great draw. I think we wait a turn on both. I think we keep our opponent guessing for the moment. Maybe they think we're on Neoform or something. Yeah, fortunately it gives you the little icons that tell you who's on Twitch, who's on YouTube. I think it's kind of neat. Alright, comes the Misha's Bobble. My opponent... What did they do with the Misha's Bobble active? He looked at himself, so he was deciding on a fetch. And he looked at himself again. Alright. So we dodged Drown in the Lock here. As long as we can resolve this. No, we've still got like an Ink Moth Nexus, which is nice. We've made our land drops, and we've got like good protection too. This is looking a little bit like Esper at the moment. Sorry, not Esper. It's looking like Grixis. There was an aspiring spike list of Grixis that did quite well. I think it was actually running the Sunken Hollow, which I don't believe that the other decks do. So yeah, Mill target us. So he's gonna look to drown and lock us now because he's enabled it. That's fine. Big rep. We can't stop that. That's like really good synergy for them though. Happens, yeah, Grixis. So they have like Sprite Dragon in this deck, and then it's mostly just a control package. Let's animate, attack. Then we can like... we can Groundswell instant speed. Probably like only ever casting Vines of Vastwood for its hexproof side. I'm not sure if I want to risk the extra damage with Pendlehaven or not. Let's just go for one. We've got our Waterlogged Grove in hand for next turn, so we can play Ample Auras next turn anyway. We could have shot off some Mutagenics there, but also they don't need to know that we have them, so... This is usually where they go for the kill spell. Alright, he's just drawing 2 cards. That's fine. Where's the Heliod deck that we just like steamroller past? That'd be kind of nice. Croxer. Sure. Opponent loses Croxer. We'll discard the Mutagenic Growth. Have another one anyway. Let's just get a basic, activate our Inkmoth Nexus, attack. This time I probably will go for the Groundswell. I'd like one more hexproof effect before I like fully commit though. Sort of like representing protection and like counterspell here at this point. 6 damage, Ghost Room. Cool. So I might be playing slightly too patient there, but I still think it's worth it. I guess we'll see. Like, yeah, our opponent, our creature just lived there, so we could have actually have got the kill then. All right, my bad. Now we have to go at it with like no protection next turn, which sucks. Never mind. Spells Guide. Animate Inkmoth. Cast the Might. Attack for 4, 5. I can count. Should be game. I think it's destroy target. I think it's Colligan's command. Stack plays a 1 of Colligan's command. I think I can redirect the damage. I heard that you couldn't, but I think that I can. We're gonna try for it. No, it doesn't work. Okay. Yes. Yeah, it just doesn't work. Alright, well at least we know. We can protect from Colligans, and then as long as he's not got anything, we should just have the kill. I guess he can still Lightning Bolt here. Drown Lock. We don't have to concede. It feels bad, but we don't have to concede. Look at like this Waterlog Grove we can cycle. Play guy, pass. If we did that differently, we could have protected from Colligan's command with the Pendlehaven. We would have been dead to push regardless, though. Looks like my opponent just has more counter magic. Cryptic this time. Alright, I'm going to concede now. That's too much. If we draw Inkmoth Nexus there instead, we get like put in a pretty strong spot though. I think Wild Defiance has potential to be good here because our opponent is playing Lightning Bolt. Our Relics and our Graph Digger's Cage will be good. Dismember's bad. Spell Pierce should be okay. Postmortem Lunge is okay as well. I kind of like Distortion Strike because they do at least one Distortion Strike. The opponent does run... What's the silly card? Sprite Dragon. So he's going to have flying blockers. So, like, Groundswell and Mutagenic Growth here out. Cool. That'll do. See if we can get him with this Postmortem Lunge deck. I think Lion Rose gave that one. Sorry if it was you, John, but pretty sure it was Lion Rose. Pretty sure like that match is way easier if we're on the play there as well, rather than being on the draw. Draw hands are very much like you want a noble hierarch hand when you're on the draw. When you're on the play, not so much. So we'll play first. I think it's actually possible I'm running too many fetch lands here. I'm really enabling Drown in the Loch, which is quite popular at the moment. Sure, I'll keep this. Got like 2 hexproof guys, so one dies, we play another. We also have like scale up and a protective effect, so don't mind it. Double Mish's Bobble, Scalding Tarn. So one has to... Alright, he's cracking Scalding Tarn before anything else. Sure. Targeting me. So he's going to see like both my draws. The scum. I think we're like thoroughly bested here, unless our draw's good. It's okay. We need to hit like a land to play and protect Blighted Agent. I think we just make him have it. We literally have the kill if he doesn't have it. I think this is one of those times where you just go for it. If I drew the land, maybe I play it more patiently there. Fuck off, man. Oh, Thoughtseers? Okay. Goodbye, scale up. Watch him take, like, Blossoming Defense because he already has the kill spell. Alright, he takes scale up. As I said, he already has the kill spell. Fucking hell, man. It's a hard life. Let's concede. Go to the next one. This is rubbish. Cool. Alright. It like started off good. Now we're like looking super rough. Let's see if we hit some uninteractive decks though. Guess we could have like postmortem lunged into like something really good. Good attack, but it's just gonna hold up mana, let's be real. His Grixis control. His creatures are Snapcaster Mage and Sprite Dragon, like that's what he does. Alright, match number 4. Versing Masuko on a Urian deck. Lost the Darrow. We're going to keep though. Hand's decent. I like the fact we have double hexproof creature. We could do with like another green mana source though. Maybe a scale up as well. Ooh, that's not bad. Alright, elf down, pass. If our opponent path to exiles us here, it's like fine, because then we can go elf plus Spellskite. If they're wanting to be mana efficient about it. Oh, looks like they're being mana efficient about it. That's fine. Absolutely fine. Oh fuck, it's Tron. I think we're okay still. Main deck Spellskite. Oh yeah. Alright, so I've committed 2 infect creatures aboard here. Map, sure. Crack map, sure. So you're going Tronland or Blast Zone here? Opponent's actually giving us a chance to kill him. Godless Shrine. In untapped. Alright, I think that means some sort of kill spell is going to happen. Snowball Hierarch, let's attack for 2. Get the Exalted trigger. Then we can Blooded Agent second main. I think if he kills our Glistener off here, if he goes after killing one of our creatures here, I think I'll just let it resolve. We'll use Spell Scout to protect during our attack on our next turn. Maybe he just shocked that in because he doesn't need to play it tapped. Wrath of God? Are you fucking kidding me, man? Who the fuck plays Wrath of God in their Espetron deck? What the hell, dude? I think we just got outplayed. That's ridiculous, man. Main deck Wrath of God? What the hell? I don't know. It's not happening, dude. It's not happening. Alright, so we're in for 7. We have lethal next turn. If we can get there. We have the worst card in our deck here against our opponent, which is Dismember. We missed 2 land drops now. Yikes. Animate, attack for 1, play Blighted Agent afterwards. Just go for the kill. Alright. Opponent has a chance to kill both our creatures here. Gifts ungiven, sure. I am like completely weirded out by whatever our opponent's deck is doing. I guess it's got Elish Norn, right? Yeah, so he forces us to give him Elish Norn. Unburial Rights. If he hits... No, he can just cast it. He can Elish Norn, giving our creatures -2, -2. And we can't win unless we draw another Dismember. Fuck, that's rough, man. Doesn't even need to name a creature type, it just gives them all -2. Alright, now his deck makes more sense. Alright, we'll concede. Jesus, dude. That feels like it was like... Magic just seems in the hard category to stream and grow a channel on. Yeah, I think so. Particularly when you stream like Magic the Gathering online. It makes it a lot harder. Mostly because like Arena's the more popular format, and unless you're already like a big established name, like if you've got like the current pros that are big, the big names, Aspiring Spike, etc., Reed Duke, they get like thousands of views, and most other people don't get very much. So we'll want our Graveyard Hate, we'll want to remove our Dismembers. I don't think we want Force of Vigor, but they might bring in like Chalice of the Void against us, which would be pretty good. Wild Defiance is a hedge against that. It's just not very good. We might as well bring in a Force of Vigor at that point. Why is everyone playing Wrath of God tonight? We played like a blue-white 9 lives Pillow Fort deck thing. And it was running Wrath of God instead of Supreme Verdict. But they literally had blue in the deck. It's so odd. You've definitely seen unpro plays on his channel. Spike's a pro. You probably watched more of him than I have. I highly regard him. I think he's very good. I haven't watched too much of his content, but I think he's a very good player. Let's remove a mutagenic and go with it. I'd say Aspiring Spike's usually somewhere up there on the leaderboard. And, like, I think generally speaking, he plays very, very well. He also plays a pretty wide variety of decks, which I guess I don't really do. Alright, well, we're going to keep this, but it's, like, kind of weak because our creature's a turn 2 creature, so whatever. We'll let it happen. We'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. Like, scale up with double hexproof, double scale up. We just, like, win, so... As long as this doesn't get killed. Alright, well now we're actually okay if he plays like a walking ballista, because we can protect against the walking ballista with mutagenic. So I don't mind that. If our opponent has a kill spell, they just kill our creature before we untap. So if he doesn't kill our creature, I'm probably just going super hard on the pump effects. I might like lead on Blossoming Defense and then follow up with the rest. Or he just has the path. Jesus, man. I don't know what's going on at the moment. I really do not know what's going on here. Opponents just have it continuously. Maybe it's like a slightly risky hand to keep, but like, come on. Opponent's playing a 3-colored Tron deck. And we're getting slapped around. That can't be normal. They're going consistently on their strategy, and we just can't do infect strategy playing a streamline list. Alright, now we hit our lands. Yeah, fix my land problem. I hear you, John. I hear you. Good news is we're going to be able to resolve spells past Mana Leak, so go us. Fuck, this is like awful. Just like, who knows what our opponent's even playing? Because like, it literally doesn't matter what he's playing. Alright, get out of this shit. That's like... That's really high, like, EV. If we, like, win that there, we're in, like, a really good spot, but, you know. Three-color Tron Reanimator that literally never misses what it needs. It has its single targeted removal when it needs it. It has every land when it needs it. And it has its wraths when it needs it. We literally committed freaking 4 creatures to the board to play around the single targeted removal, and then he just Wrath of God game 1. Like, what are we going to do against that? Like, honestly, man. So stupid. I feel like the Reanimator deck would be better without it being Tron, honestly. I don't know why he's playing it in Tron. I guess, like, maybe Thirst of Knowledge has okay synergy with some of the things if it's in your hand. Jeskai control. Yeah, well... It couldn't be Jeskai because then it doesn't have access to black, right? I guess they don't need to hard cast gifts. Alright, match number 5, people. Won the die roll versus CSX 999, and this is the sort of hand we're going to throw away. This is the sort of hand we're going to keep. Let's get into it. Bottom of Vines. Get ready for that 1 mana removal spell. Our opponents have had it all night. You know it's coming. Oh! Tron, this might actually be a good matchup. Let's go. Come on. All right. Can we untap opponent? I know it's also hard to look at a lot of the big Magic streamers and be like, oh, yeah, like they're just dominating. Like I don't know how long they've been doing it for. I don't know how long they've grown their fan base and everything. They might stream 4 nights a week and be like way more dedicated than I am. I like just stream 2 nights a week and that's it. That's all I really want to fit into my schedule to keep myself sane at the same time. Says my opponent is currently 0-3 and he's playing it out. Oof. Why is he AFKing, man? This is so dumb. I just want to finish the league so we can wrap it up for you guys. And we run into some salty person. Like, come on, dude. Come on. Alright, has anyone got any deck lists they want me to look at? Maybe I can give some advice on. More Magic, please? Yeah, I would love some more Magic. Oh, you want me to play more nights a week? Like, I could maybe do Wednesdays. Could maybe do Fridays. I don't know. I don't know if I want to commit. 2 nights a week is, like, sort of pretty good for me. It sort of like feels right because like I do have other hobbies outside of this, but I'm no longer playing soccer and I've sort of replaced my like Tuesday, Thursday soccer trainings with like streaming, and then like on the weekend I just get more time to myself. Maybe I could do like a weekend stream every now and then, but I mean I don't live with my girlfriend, so we like only see each other on weekends at the moment. We live like fairly far away, so like weekend's sort of like a sacred time, unless like she wants to join the stream or something and it's something we could do together, but she's not super keen on Magic either. She's an English teacher for high school and history as well actually. But yeah, she's into the whole English side of things. It's good. She's nerdy like me and into like comic books and everything. And like yeah, stuff like that, nerdy television shows and all of that. So we have like all our television shows in common. We have a taste in music in common, but we have like differences where like I'm math and science and she's like English history. So pretty perfect. Yeah, much love. I just don't know how it takes freaking 3.5 minutes to not skip through your end step. This guy's just got to be salty, dude. What can we watch? Surely we could just like pull up something and watch it instead of like dealing with this rubbish. Are there any like new spoilers we can look at? Commander spoilers. Heroes of the Realm 19. I don't know what Heroes of the Realm is. I don't know if I want to know. More Commander, more Commander, more Commander. She better looking than you? I mean, that's subject to interpretation, isn't it? Risk of being all diplomatic about the whole thing. I don't know. I think we're a good match. I think, personally, like, I think she's got a better personality than I do. Opponent's lost connection to the game, by the way. Yeah, I think she's got a better personality than I have. But you know, she puts up with me, so that's pretty good. pretty good. Do you have any hobbies outside of magic, John? What's Nikachu saying here? What's Streamlabs? Hopefully I can change the screen so we can see this. You're driving at the moment. Okay. Or driving is your hobby? What sort of driving do you do? Because obviously there's driving, looking at different scenes and things like that, and then there's like driving spiritedly, as I like to put it. I can't actually just do that. That's odd. Oh, that's a video capture. I don't want video capture. I want screen capture. Image game. Driving the car to the dealership to get the kind of service driving? Oh, you mean it's not your hobby, man? I guess having a working car could be a hobby, right? That's a thing. It's got to be window capture, surely. Screen. Or is that just what the screen is? We've got like a second screen source here. Over the top of everything. I just want to have my monitor instead of like this source. I'll delete that thing. That's not needed on there. It's like saying a child is a hobby. I mean, it could be. It really could be. Well, good news is we're like about 3 minutes away from just winning the match against our opponent, who intentionally DC'd, I feel. It's like 0-3. Infect's a bad matchup against him. He's probably tilted and just wants out, but is like so tilted he's just being salty and making us sit here like a child. Being salty at people could be a hobby too, right? Probably not a very good hobby. Probably not one I'd recommend to you. Probably find different parts of the internet to troll to get your kicks, if that's your thing. So I'm like probably gonna upgrade some of my computer on the weekend, I reckon. Looking at like new motherboards and CPUs. But yeah, I don't know. I have to decide whether or not I want to spend the money yet or not. Saving is hard. Saving is hard when there's like so much stuff to spend money on, right? To be fair, I haven't spent money on like anything in a very long time. Alright, opponent lost due to DCing. We really worked for those play points there. I don't think we have too much to say about this deck. It worked really well last week, where we went 7-3 with it, and then it just went really horribly today, where we went 2-3 with it. So, I mean, you play Infect, you're gonna risk it. You're gonna look for those explosives wins, but you're gonna lose like a lot of games as well. I think maybe we can optimize a different list, or maybe like green-black Infect is a bit better. When you start spending money, you keep spending money. Yeah, I hear that. I really hear that. Oh man, that's some definite feels there, I reckon. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna end the stream there, man. Thanks a lot for stopping by again. Good luck with your car. I hope it's not like both your arms and legs, maybe just like one or the other, right? But yeah, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on online in a couple of days, hopefully. Gifted 20 subs the other day to a friend. Definitely counts as a wedding present. Yeah. That's very nice of you, man. I hope, like, I'm sure he appreciated it. Yeah, that's like really, really generous of you.